Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here today with our closing week of the show, our Friday review. Yes, of course, we will be back with our Cabral House Calls each and every weekend, but that is dedicated completely to our community, and that's answering your questions that have come in over the past few weeks. So love doing those shows. Hopefully you are tuning in on the weekends. We're getting a lot of great feedback there, so we appreciate your support, and of course, always happy to continue to answer our community's questions. Really important that people feel like there's a safe place to get those answers, that we can provide them with some type of alternative-based protocol to the conventional medicine medication that they're being given here today, or the surgery medication, etc. So that is what we're all about here on the Cabral Concept, is being able to provide healthy, natural alternatives to the standard American diet, the pill for every ill, and the burn, cut, etc. way that we look at our human body. Our human body is not something that is really to be changed in any way. Our human bodies are really, they have everything that they need and everything that we need in order to live our best and healthiest and happiest life. So that's what we're all about. The Friday review shows are a lot of fun. I always love starting with, of course, the updates and whatever we have going on with EquiLife. But then after that, it's podcast recaps. It's things that have been going on for the past week. And then we'll be going over our product reviews. I've got one of these that I haven't talked about before. You know, I thought I've reviewed this product here before. Many of you know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to give you some less expensive alternatives to this now, which is going to be great. We'll talk about that in addition to the annual holiday guide where I recommend dozens of my favorite products that I use every single day. We'll be talking about a free lab. Yes, a free lab, which we have never done before. So I'm excited to talk about that. And then an Alzheimer drug, a brand new Alzheimer drug. Is it what it's all cracked up to be? Is it going to provide people with Alzheimer's, the 6 million, 10 million people or so in the US alone, what they're looking for or not? And if so, what does it cost? And then we'll also be going over one of my new favorite little websites that I can check out if I'm going for a run that day. What is the overall air quality? Completely free, takes about 5 seconds. And then better to run inside on the treadmill today, or should we get outside, get some natural sunshine and some fresh air? All right, let's go over all of those. Again, I'm going to be going through in the order that I just spoke about. If you feel like you need to get right away to some of those product reviews, totally fine. But I always love being able to give you the updates, and I appreciate all the feedback too, saying that you enjoy hearing what's going on in the private practice. So one thing I wanted to share with you is that my journey started of being a very sick kid at 17 years old. Now, I had my challenges as a young child with allergies, borderline asthma, just a lot of sensitivities, food and certainly environmental. And then, dealt with acne-based issues, and dermatologists put me on amoxicillin for 3 years. I took thousands of capsules of amoxicillin, destroyed my gut microbiome, and short-circuited my immune system, to put it mildly. Well, 2 years of going medical doctor to medical doctor, still never finding my answers. I found, luckily for me, a functional medicine practitioner in Cambridge, Massachusetts, way back in the day, about 25 years ago. And they introduced me to functional medicine at-home lab testing. I was skeptical. There's no doubt about it. And so I understand that people are skeptical today. I get it. That's where we start, right? So I totally understand. But I ran what's called the minerals and metals test, also called the hair tissue mineral analysis. And when I ran that, it was a great option because it was not as expensive as a lot of the other labs. And it opened my eyes to a new possibility of healing. It allowed me to see actually the mineral levels in my body. which also showed the electrolytes and the stress levels of my body or the strength of my body. It showed my zinc levels, which need to be strong for good immune system and fighting off candida and metals, etc. And it showed that ratio to copper. It also showed my heavy metals. Okay, so do I have high levels of aluminum or cadmium or lead or mercury or arsenic? That was really important because I had very high levels of mercury. I had very high levels of aluminum. I had lower levels of phosphorus, which showed poor absorption, basically catabolic nature of the body. So you have to understand, and this is just a little touch of it, all of these things led me to realizing that, what I put into my body and also what I take out equals my health. That includes, yes, the movement, the exercise, the stress, all of those things, but it affects my living tissues, my body itself. And that is the very first lab I ran, which is called that minerals and metals test. Well, I've been in practice now. Well, I shouldn't say I've been in practice. I was working through college as a personal trainer and nutritionist. I've been in practice now for about 22 years almost. And the very first lab I ran as a 19-year-old, I have the privilege and blessing now to be able to share that with others. And I've been doing that now for about 15 years. So what I'd like to do, not necessarily as a, anniversary or celebration of any of these things, it's to say this, that my mission has become clearer than it ever has. We are moving, I just don't want to say me, my entire team is moving what I believe the integrative health, naturopathic, functional medicine-based industry into the future in 2022. You will see things that are not being done in the industry, and all of it is meant to help people realize that they have an alternative, that they don't have to take the half a dozen medications that I had to swallow every day, that they're able to repair their body. So all those diseases I was diagnosed with, the Addison's disease, the POTS, the autoimmune, the type 2 diabetes, the myalgic encephalomyelitis, the insomnia, the allergies, all of those things, they're all gone now. I don't have any of them. My body is stronger than it ever has been 25 years later. I'm 25 years older, yet I'm stronger and healthier and have more energy and drive and ambition than I did as a teenager. I want to share with you that this can be yours as well, but I don't want to sell you on anything. So what I want to do is this. I said, how can I help people overcome their skepticism? Because people are skeptical. I was as well. I had a great doctor that was able to begin to pave that way. And many of you know about my mentor, Dr. Pete, as well, that I met a few years later. But what if I could help you take that next step for free? That's what I've decided to do. This is basically a holiday gift from me to you. This is a one-time event, but I am giving away on me 1,000 minerals and metals test. 1,000 minerals and metals test. I don't think it's ever been done before. Again, I'm feeling a little bit of that emotion right now because I know how many lives that this could change. There's a caveat to this. I want to allow people that have not done this lab before to get this minerals and metals test. So people that already know the benefits of functional medicine testing, sure you can. This is the honor system. You can get one. It's a one-time only for the minerals and metals test. This is one time only, but one person as well. This is a $299 lab, right? Even after, if you take 10% off, 20% off, or a holiday sale, all those great things, it's still going to be at least $200. I'm giving these away completely free. You just pay for shipping. That's it. You just pay for shipping. You get this lab shipped to you. But not only that, you are going to get a consultation with one of my personal health coaches trained by me from EquiLife. You're going to get a reading of meaning you're going to get the results explained to you, not just like, everything's in range, you're good, I'll see you in another year. No, you're going to get your results read to you for what they mean. And then you're going to get a plan built for you. And all of this is completely free. You literally just pay for the shipping of the lab. That's it. So please do this. Move forward on this. This is a limited time offer. When those 1,000 labs are gone, they're gone. Now, we have over 25, 30,000 minimum people listening to this the day that this podcast come out, right? And it's probably like maybe 50,000 people for the show over the next day or two. So what I want to just share is this, is that if you're interested, grab your lab And please, if you already know the benefits of a minerals and metals test, if you're an integrative health practitioner, please allow people that have never heard about at-home functional medicine lab testing or about integrative health to experience this lab. All right. So that's my goal. If you're skeptical, this is it. This is your ability to be able to get this lab completely free. It is the honor system, one per person, limited time only. If you're listening this a week from now, they are most likely sold out. I apologize. We are not going to be doing this again. This is a one-time thing where I wanted to be able to say, listen, I've done what I felt that I needed to do with a daily podcast to be able to share as much information as I could exactly from our practice. But now let me take it one step further. Let me give away the exact lab that got me started on my path to health and wellness. So hopefully this is helpful. All you have to do is head over to StephenCabral.com. You will see that little free minerals and metals test right there. And why don't I come up with a short link for you right now? Go to StephenCabral.com/free-lab. StephenCabral.com/free-lab. And I am going to have my team create that page right now. All right. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. And again, I wouldn't even be doing this. I wouldn't be able to do this without your support. All right. The last part is this. Let's say that you want to look at other labs, you want to look at other protocols, all of those things. This is the week to do it. Right now at EquiLife, the company where I was supposed to hold this up. This is actually the minerals and metals test that you're getting if you're watching this on video on my website or on YouTube. Super easy to complete. All it is a hair tissue mineral analysis. A couple of snips per hair, a couple of snips of the hair in the back of your head that nobody will see missing. Pop it right in that envelope, ship it right to the lab. They will actually incinerate it, turn it into the minerals that it is and metals, and find out those various levels. So that is that lab. But all labs and all protocols are actually on sale right now for our annual holiday sale. Don't miss it. Up to 25% off. This holiday sale happens once per year. Head on over to StephenCabral.com/shop. That's StephenCabral.com/shop. All right. Thank you for allowing me to intro the podcast that way. Our podcast recap for the week is ending procrastination by doing this. So there's a specific principle that we teach in IHP Mastery that allows people to essentially close their eyes and see themselves into the future. And I'm not going to go deeper than that because there are two different avenues that they can take. I explain all of that on episode 2117. That's going to help you move faster towards your goals in the end of this year, 2021, and also 2022. All right. 2018 was a special episode for me to do. It talks about the other part of health that we don't often focus on as much, and that is the mental health aspect. I give you a quiz. So basically, it's 11 questions, 11-question quiz to find out if you are chronically in a lower mood and potentially depressed. 2119 is, all of these are at StephenCabral.com/podcast, but episode 2119 is creating maximum metabolic flexibility through fasting. A little bit of a tongue twister there. So I teach you how to be able to go with missing a meal, how to be able to fast a little longer overnight, how to be able to deal with more specific stress. So I teach you how to do that through fasting. Really, hopefully positive show for you. Yesterday, Thanksgiving, by the way, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. If you're just tuning back into the show after the holiday, hope you and your family got to enjoy a great meal, at least here in the U.S. I know our friends in all other countries kind of celebrate their own Thanksgiving-based holiday. But here, it's always a great time for us to connect with family. So 2120 was how not to get bloated from hard-to-digest meals. So basically, all about cheat meals. I go through which beverages to drink, which ones not to drink, which supplements to use, the timing of those. I go through food layering. I go through how long to fast before that cheat meal. Every single little piece is there. And that's the science of cheat meals, essentially. That's episode 2120. All right. So hopefully you tuned in. It was, last Wednesday, 2112 was my healthy holiday shopping guide. So if you're looking at helping people get a healthy gift for the holidays, not the same old gift cards that are easy to get. Like someone gave me a, I don't want to say it. Actually, was it a relative or not? No, it was not. Okay. So I can't remember who gave it to me, so I don't want to be rude. But it's a gift card to a coffee and donut shop that's a big chain that I just don't get coffee and donuts at. So instead of giving the gift cards, you can get them something that will, well, revolutionize their health. And again, that could be a functional medicine detox. It could be something like omega-3s. It could be daily foundation protocol. And it could be all the other things that I name, which is like an Oura ring or this gadget I'm about to talk to for people with tight muscles. It could be an Apple Watch. It could be something smaller like blue blockers or a dry brush or a dry brush spot kit, all of those different things. So I list all of those at episode 2112. I hope you check that out. But today's product review is on these hypervolt or massage-based tools. I hate using the word, I like to keep this a family show. So there's things called, hypervolt or Theraguns or massage-based tools. So back in the day, this is pretty old. I bought this one about, it's been a long time now. I don't know how long ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. And this is essentially a massage tool that was first originated, believe it or not, out of a nail gun. And what you can do is you can actually use this for self-massage or massaging a friend or spouse or partner, whoever it might be. And the thing is, it actually works. I mean, it's exceptional at how well it works. And the thing is, it allows you to go lightly, medium, and then much stronger for the different speeds for massaging. I'll show you how it works in just 1 second. And if you're not watching this in video, I'll talk you through it. Plus, there are different applicators on the front. This one is the gentlest. This is kind of a big foam ball here. But you can get some that are like a needle-based tip to really get into that fascia around certain bones or joints, like let's say your scapula. You've got all sorts of different like applicator tips. See, I just popped it off, right? And then all I do to put this on is just push it back in and you can exchange it with anyone that you want. So one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this up this week is that these used to be like $300 to $500 when they first came out. No exaggeration, okay? They are now down below, I believe, $75 or $79. So that's pretty incredible. I have the Hypervolt, but there are ones very similar to it, and I will link up both. If this company will give our community a discount, that would be amazing. If they're not, I still link them up regardless. And let me just show you quickly how it works. So on the bottom, it has a little on button. We just click it on. The green light shows that there's a bit of a charge here, which is good. And what I'm going to do is press this button right in the back. There we go, which shows you the speed. So you'll see in the back, it's one little red light. I believe the more red lights there are, the closer it is to the battery dying. And then the blue light in the back allows me to crank it up, and you can actually hear it, right? So that's it vibrating very quickly each second. I don't know how many vibrations per second. And then if I turn it up all the way to number 3, you can hear how much vibration there is. And then when you apply this, I'm just going to do it to my pectoral muscles. It's actually massaging out all of that tight fascia and tissues. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're someone that's just looking to massage out your own muscles, this is actually very addictive, and it works. So it's pretty fantastic. So all we need to do then, if we want to go lighter, and that's just one press for off when it's on 3, is we can just turn it on much more gently if the muscle's very sore, and it will allow us to go a lot softer. This is a tool that you can use on your hips, your lower back, up in your trapezius muscles, just like this. I would typically go across the shoulder like that so I can keep the shoulder down. So if you don't have one of these, or you know someone who always has tight muscles, this could be a great holiday gift to get them as well. All right, I'm going to link this up. This is called the Hypervolt, but you can also get less expensive versions now online. There's also the Theragun, which I believe is one of the originals. And again, I found some less pricey alternatives as well. All right, check it out at StephenCabral.com/2121 for the ones that I recommend. All right, I'll also put that free minerals and metals test, but again, it will be gone by the end of the day, most likely. And I will I can't put up any nutritional, but I will also link up to the annual holiday sales guide as well. All right, we're going to keep it at that for our product reviews. We talked about the minerals and metals test. Again, even if you weren't able to get the free one, if you're listening this week from now, it's such an amazing lab. It's great for children as well. I didn't mention that, but if you're dealing with any childhood-based health issues, let's even talk about learning imbalances. I don't like to call them disabilities, right? Learning imbalances, ADD, ADHD, executive functioning disorder, children with ASD-based spectrum issues where there might be neurological issues, check for heavy metals. So I run this on my daughters every single year as well. It's just one of those annual labs. All right, that's that. 2 more to go here today. The Alzheimer's drug that I was talking about. I am going to give you the direct quote so that you don't feel you're being swayed in any way. This is from Dr. Dr. Kelsa, medical doctor, and president and medical director of the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation in Tucson, Arizona, and prevention editor of Journal of Alzheimer's Disease. So certainly someone that knows what they're talking about. All right, so let's get into it. The new Alzheimer's drug. So first looking at the FDA recent approval of the first treatment for early stage Alzheimer's disease, also referred to as AD, since 2003 offers a glimmer of hope for the 6 million Americans with Alzheimer's disease. Marketed under the name Aduhelm, it's Aduhelm, Aduhelm. It removes amyloid plaque, which is the sticky substance found around the brain. Amyloid can clump and form plaque that can disrupt cell-to-cell communication. The theory is that by removing this plaque, we may be able to reverse Alzheimer's disease. No proof to this yet, and the beginning studies, the FDA studies actually, they weren't that fantastic, to be honest with you. However, the FDA accelerated the approval pathway despite the uncertainty about its efficacy, because it believes that it's a treatment that is reasonably likely to help. If you can hear the skepticism in my voice, I hope that it's coming through loud and clear. Not proven, but it's reasonably likely to help. However, the side effects include headaches, brain swelling, and increased risk of falling. So much so that the Cleveland Clinic and Mount Sinai Health System do not plan to carry this Alzheimer's drug due to safety and efficacy concerns. And good for them. So how much is it? Well, it's a 1-year treatment of the Aduhelm. It's given intravenously every 4 weeks. So you have to go in for it for 45 to 60 minutes at a time. And it costs $56,000. $56,000 for a drug that may or may not work, when I have literally laid out the plan. That is not my plan, but a plan that is proven to work. And in clinical research that was done on it, it stopped and reversed 90% of Alzheimer's disease cases. And the one person that it did not work on had terminal Alzheimer's disease. Please go back and listen to my Alzheimer's-based podcasts. It is not my research. They are not my protocols. I'm here to share with you what is and does work. Instead of spending $56,000, you could probably spend a couple $1,000 maximum and get all of the different protocols you would need in order to be able to stop and or reverse Alzheimer's disease. So I have a whole set of podcasts on brain health. I will link them up today at stephencabral.com/2121. Here's the thing. I'm not saying not to use this drug. What I am saying is this may or may not work. Keep in mind that plaque on the brain is only one reason for Alzheimer's. This is not going to help with the inflammation. This is not going to help with the blood sugar. This is not going to help with all the other issues. So just remember that, right? This drug is experimental at best, reasonably likely that it may work, but not proven. $56,000. All right. Next up, that's that with that. The last one I wanted to share with you today is I'm someone that loves to get outside to exercise as often as I can. I go for 2 sometimes 3, not often 3, but sometimes 3 runs a week to get in my cardio. Definitely always 2, sometimes 3. And I love to do that outside when I can. However, getting outside and breathing in a whole lot of pollution is not ideal. Not good for our detox systems, not good for our body or our brain. So what you can do is you can go to this website called airnow, AIRNOW.gov. And when you head over to that website, all you do is type in your zip code. That's it. Type in your zip code and it will show you the air quality today. You want it to be a green. You want it to be in the green. If it goes yellow, well, we're getting more to the danger zone. And of course, once we start to get to the other colors, which I'm going to share with you right now, are orange, and then red, that's really bad. Purple is in the danger. Red, purple, danger. And then we've got this kind of brownish burgundy red color. And certainly you'd want to be real careful. That would be like if there's forest fires or fires in the area, things like that. So check it out. It will also give you a forecast of the next 3 days. So that's kind of nice to look to plan on your exercise or outdoor activities with the kids as well. All right, just a nice little tip. I'll link it up today at 2121 as well, StephenCabral.com/2121. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. And of course, please do feel free to share this show with anyone you believe it could help. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. It means the world to me. You know that. I appreciate your support. And as a member of our community, I wanted to let you know that, believe it or not, the holidays are already here. One of my favorite times of the year. I love to be able to celebrate it with our community, with friends, with family. I hope you do as well. One of the things that we do, though, over at EquiLife, once a year, we offer our annual holiday sale. This is savings of up to 25% off our already everyday low prices. That means you can save hundreds of dollars on your favorite at-home lab test, your favorite protocol, whether it be a heavy metal detox, functional medicine detox, CBO protocol, you name it, it is going to be up to 25% off. Plus, you can pick up and stock up on your favorite nutritional supplements. Going on right now over at EquiLife, the link to head on over there is StephenCabral.com/shop. And when you are over there checking out all of the deals, make sure you sign up for the SMS text. Here's why. We're going to be doing special pop-up offers for the next week on SMS text. That means you're going to get exclusive deals when you're signed up as part of our SMS text community. Head on over to StephenCabral.com/shop. Check out all the deals, savings of up to 25% off, and also head on over and grab that spot on the SMS text list to save on all those special pop-up offers. Take care. Enjoy the start to the holiday season.